What's going on, my fellow YouTubians? Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. So another day here, bring you another series of the AK-47, AK-74 magazine series. So in front of us, what we have here is a Polish 30 round AK-47 magazine. So we're going ahead and talk a little bit about this magazine here and how to distinguish it and figure out the origin and country that it's from. So as you guys know, Poland received its license to build the AK-47 in 1956. And we'll go ahead and talk a little bit more about the features on this magazine. And it says the earliest Polish 30 round mags are of the first European ribbed type and bear a strong resemblance to the earliest Russian and Bulgarian ribbed magazines. So let's go ahead and get a close-up of on here. Let's see it. Alright. And it says here, the followers bulge, however, mostly resembles that of the earliest Bulgarian magazines. Fortunately, no factory marks will be found on these. So majority of some of the ones I have here don't have any marks or any stampings on here to distinguish where it came from. But there's a unique feature on here on these Polish magazines, and we'll get that in a little bit. Then it says some of the so there will be some of them won't have any inspector or stampings on it. It says large round inspector stamps with numbers and letters inside are often found stamped on the spine of the very earliest mags. So as you can see, I have one of them here, which is one of the very earliest magazines here. Make sure this is the correct one. Nope, this is not the correct one. I have it here on the floor, and you can just tell by the blue finish. Doesn't have like almost, this might be a little bit more blue, but some of them have more of a phosphate type finish. So you can tell the age by the finish on this magazine. And so we'll go ahead and talk about the. Let's see if I can get a close up on. Hope I'm able to focus on the stamp here. Let's see if I can get it. On here to focus. I do apologize. Let's see. Here we go. So this is the best way I could see it, and this is what it talks about on the early. Let me see here. Where was I on here? Okay, so or often it says with the number and letters inside of the circle, and you see it there. And some of them will have the PW. The PW is there over the 3 inside of it. Then I don't know what feature is that on here right there. But as you guys can see it, there's the circle. You faintly see the PW and then the number 3 on here. Let me see if I can get it this way. Don't want to lose it. But there's the stamping on here. And those were, let me see, the only stampings that were found on here on the magazine. So sorry about this, it's not focusing correctly, but hopefully you guys were able to see it there, those stampings right there. And then it says on here that these are the very earliest ones will have some of these stampings on here, and it says observe the K, capital letter K1 over S59, PW over 3, K1 over 1/055, It says that even a large simple number such as number 2 or 4 stamped within these circles. Alright, let me see. And it says later examples are commonly seen with an 11 or 12 in a triangle stamp on the spine. I don't have none of the ones that I have here have that those type of features on here. Let's see. And then what is amazing about this, like a lot of these, the Polish, how you'll be able to determine it, is the disassembly of one of these mags will often show inspector stamps on the side of the followers, something not found on either Russian or Bulgarian mags. Alright, so we'll get that into a little bit. Now the other feature on here is the weld marks. Polish mags also generally show very small weld marks or none on the front lug, while the Russian and Bulgarian mags have large obvious weld marks on the front lug. It says late Polish mags are of the second European rib type and have a black phosphorus finish. They feature new followers with an elongated bulge without a hole. A few of the earliest mags in the type will show number 11, number 12 triangle stamp on the spine, like the earliest Polish mags. Alright. See here what I get. Very strong slam. Alright, so the other features on these Polish mags, as you can see, the early ones have just a faint of the weld marks, and these were what they were talking about. Even weld marks on here. Let me get you another example of another Polish, and as you can see, majority of the other ones will have weld marks on here, either on top of the lips or even on the back, the rear locking lug, or even on the front. And that's what they're talking about, that they're very faint. And a few of them, as you can see, the early one will have just a few faint weld marks on there. And so that's another feature that the Polish have. So let me not confuse that one. And here's another one. So you can see this one barely has any weld marks, but going through this side here. As you can see, some of them are nicely done. No weld marks on here. So what they're comparing it to is on some of the Russians. As you can see, the weld marks on here, on the side, on the top, on top of the. Let me see if I can get it better. The feed lips. On the rear of the Russian, you faintly see those, but not on here, and on the sides on here. So that's another way to distinguish the Polish mags that I have here. So that's one feature that that'll give it away that it's a Polish, would be those. Let me see if I. All right. So the other feature, unique feature, is the followers, what I talked about earlier on here. So you will have to disassemble your magazine, and as I stated, that Polish mags are the ones to feature these stampings on here. So let me see if I'm able to get it closer. There it is. So you'll faintly see it, and what they're talking about here is the K/1, and then the other number is faintly on there. Can't remember what number it was. I believe it was the S2 on it. But this is that other marking that the Polish are very unique on, that you'll find in the followers. So if you see that marking on there, and these are the Polish are the only ones that have these stampings on their followers. So that's one of the other key elements that will help you determine some of these mags, where they're from. And in some of them you could faintly see the triangle with the stamping on here. So this one, you can faintly see it. There's with the other ones, you might have to get a loop or something on there, like with this one, but you can faintly see it is right there. So hope this video helps some of you out there determining the Polish mags. So definitely have to do your research and look at various stuff online and pictures, so that'll help people determine where they came from. So hope you guys enjoy this other video and helped some of you guys out determining which magazines you have. So as always guys, subscribe, like, share, comment, leave your input on these mags. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want me to do something different in these videos, or let me know. So hopefully you guys that have mags as well will share and post videos to determine some of the other mags. I have a few more that are kicking my ass in determining where they're from, but hopefully we'll go back and read some more and look online and do some more research. Alright guys, sorry this video is taking a little bit long, but as always guys, take care and stay safe.